Hey guys, what is up? My name is Ray Max. Welcome to my channel Ray Max Magic, where I do magic, teach magic, and so much more. Now, if you watched last week's video, I did a performance where I took a deck of cards and freely select any card, put it back inside the deck, and it is found the perfect matching card. And this magic effect can be done anytime, anywhere, and with little practice you can do it amazingly. All right, so if you watched the video already, we're not gonna waste any time. Let's get into the tutorial. All right, as every piece of card magic, what you need is a deck of cards. All right, a normal deck of cards, and what you're gonna need is also a gimmick. What is a gimmick? If you don't know, is a tool, a magic tool, something that you can use or make. All right, if you're not, you can buy it online and make your magic better. That is called a gimmick. So in this magic tutorial, the gimmick that I use is the Joker. Now you might be thinking what you can do with one Joker, because I'm not using one Joker, guys. I'm using two Jokers. That is correct. For this gimmick, I use not one card but two cards stuck together. This is the finished gimmick, guys. That is it. All right, as you can see, it's quite thick. All right, I stuck two cards together. Now I'm going to show you how I make it. All right, I took out the Jokers. Now I didn't want to use any random cards inside my deck because I don't want to ruin it. All right, let's keep it simple, keep it fresh, keep it crisp. All right, so take two Jokers. All right, in this case, I'm using this deck that I bought from my local store. And you also need a glue. Now if you don't have a glue, you can use a chapstick, a glue stick, or a super glue. You can use either one. Okay, any glue works, but what you're not gonna do is wet the cards, because if you're gonna wet the cards are gonna expand because they're wet. Now you don't want the cards too wet, or you don't want glue too wet. All right, sorry, because once the card expands, and people will think, and also that will ruin the gimmick, and you don't want that. Okay, so a thin spread should be enough on all four sides. Now once you've done that, you take the other Joker and stick it. Now what you're going to do is hold it in place. Okay, hold it in place. So you don't want your finished gimmick to look like this, otherwise it will ruin your magic. Okay, hold it in place, just gently, right, firmly press down together, and just firmly rub on the sides, and you're good to go. Just leave it for a while, let it dry, and yeah, just check on every corners. All right, after every 1 to 2 minutes, just check it after a while and see if there are any more gaps. All right, just use a glue, just pour it in and then stick it. All right, you want to remove the rest of the glue that has came out from your gimmick. Okay, you don't want it sticking on the cards, because you don't want the gimmick to stick on the cards later and later ruin your magic. You don't want that. So once you've done it, this is your finished product. So this gimmick I use, it is going to go on top of the deck. That is it, and that is how you find a freely chosen card. Next one you need to do, all right, the cards are all shuffled, and you're gonna ask your audience to choose a card, any card that they want. Okay, let's say for this instance, we're gonna use for this tutorial is the 9 of clubs. Now after they've chosen the card, they can put the card goes on top of the deck, and it goes in the middle of the deck, and that is it. The rest is acting. Okay, now what I did just now was the swivel cut. Now if you don't know what the swivel cut means, I'll leave the link in the description where you can learn the cut. This is a fancy cut. All right, if you don't have a table, or if you don't want to use a table, you're in the air, you can do the swivel cut. Right, the cut goes like this. All right, and you can put the card on top and put the rest of the deck on top. All right, in this case I use a swivel cut. If you don't want to use the swivel cut, and if you're using a table, just a normal cut will do. Cut half and finish the cut. Okay, So the card goes somewhere in the middle of the deck. Now what you need to do next is pick up the deck of cards and have a sense where your gimmick is. So next, what you're gonna do is gonna read their minds, try to picture the card, alright? Do your magic gestures, whatever, okay? But don't read their minds, okay? Now you just do a magic gesture is somehow get a connection of the chosen card that they are thinking of. Okay, next what you need to do is lift up the deck. So once you got the correct card, let's say I got it correctly this time, because in the last video, if you go and watch the performance, why I feel the card is because once I feel the card and I know it's the gimmick. Alright, this is the gimmick. Is quite thick, because a single card is so thin. Alright, once you feel it, you will know it's a gimmick. So once you got it, the gimmick, you will know that their card down here, which is on top of the gimmick, that is their chosen card. Now how I pick up the deck, how I locate the card is like this, using your middle and your thumb. You're just gonna go, the middle finger is always lower than the thumb. If your middle finger can be touching the table but not your thumb, because if you hold it firmly, hold it gently, you will eventually find the gimmick. Okay, so once you found it, then you tell them, I know this is not your card, because right here is your card. Alright, you just look at the card and it is the 9 of clubs. Okay, you don't know what the card is. So when you've done with your magic, and you just tell them, this is not your card, because this is your card, your freely chosen card, the 9 of clubs. Just briefly look at it and just name the card, and they will freak their mind out. Okay, and they might be saying, okay, I get this a lot, they might be saying, oh, you used the whole deck of 9 of clubs. No, you can show them that it is a normal deck of cards, normal shuffle deck of cards. Alright, and that is it. And don't borrow this deck. You can't do this when you borrow a deck. Alright, so make sure when you want to do this magic effect, you need to have a deck of cards yourself. Okay, and if you don't have and if you want to borrow a deck, you can, and you go and check out my other videos as well, where I can do a magic effect using a borrowed deck of cards. Now if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will leave the link in the description as well. You can go and check it out. Okay, so that is it. Yeah, using this gimmick, we'll just find this gimmick. Yeah, it's just right here. I'll show you again. Okay, in this case, they choose a card. In this case, we're going to use the 9 of clubs. All right, 9 of clubs, go up here. Your gimmick is already up here. They don't know it's this. All right, so when you tell them to choose a card, go ahead and choose any card you want. Okay, you don't tell them, don't choose the top card, and they will be suspicious. Okay, so once you have that, they chose a card, you put it on top. Now if you're doing on the table, you can also let the audience get involved. You can tell them, alright sir, I want you to cut about half of the deck. Okay, as you heard clearly that I said about half. You don't want to tell them cut half of the deck, because they will be like, how is half? Alright, you don't want to say that. You just say, sir, cut about half of the deck. So they cut about half and they put aside, and you tell them to finish the cut. They will take the rest and put on top of the deck. Now you as a magician, what you're gonna do some magic gestures, try and read their mind, try to pick their thought of card. Alright, do some wave over the deck, whatever you want to do, however you want to present it, how magically you want to present it, that is up to you. Okay, the method all has been taught here. And next, you just go right down, pick up the card and feel it. Now I know this is the gimmick card, so you say, I know this is not your card, because your card is right here, the 9 of clubs. That is it, guys. That is it. If they think this there's all 9 of clubs, you can go ahead and show them. It's a freely it's a shuffled deck of cards, normal cards. Alright, I'm not using the whole deck of 9 of clubs or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. All right, that is some magic that I'm not gonna do on this channel or in this video. All right, so once you got your gimmick, all right, have fun with it. Go out and amaze your friends, amaze your family, okay, however you want to present it, and enjoy. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Okay, give it a thumbs up, guys, because I love you a lot. And also subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.